If you've ever stared at your notes for hours, closed the book, and realized nothing stuck, stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to study so that what you learn actually stays in your head and shows up when it counts. And because you're here, I know you care about learning better. Do me a favor before we dive in. Top like, share this with a friend who needs it, and subscribe to EDUx Talks so you don't miss the next deep dive that could change your academic life. Welcome to EDUx Talks. Today, we're building your personal study system. Not hacks, not vibes, a system. It's simple, it's backed by science, and it works even if you have a job, siblings running around, or a noisy house. Grab a pen. You're going to want notes for this. Let me start with a hard truth. Most of us were never taught how to study. We were taught what to study. So we default to rereading, highlighting everything, and hoping for the best. The problem is rereading feels productive, but it creates an illusion of knowing. Real learning is slightly uncomfortable. When you're learning effectively, your brain is working. It should feel a little effortful, like lifting a weight you can just barely handle. So here's the plan. I'm going to give you the 5 core principles that make learning stick, a daily and weekly study routine, specific strategies for math and science, reading heavy subjects and languages, how to take notes you will actually use, how to handle procrastination, distractions, and burnout, a 7-day kickstart plan you can follow after this video, and a rapid review of exam day tactics. Ready? Let's go. Principle 1. Retrieval beats review. If you remember nothing else, remember this. You learn by pulling information out of your brain, not by pushing more in. That's called retrieval practice. Close the book, look away from the screen, and try to recall what you just learned. Say it out loud, write it down, or teach it to an imaginary student. Do this after every short section. A tiny recall is better than a long reread. Principle 2. Space your study. Multiple short sessions beat one long cram. Your brain consolidates memory between sessions. Review day 0, day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, day 30. You can adjust the exact days, but the idea is the same. Early and often, then spread out. Spaced repetition is a superpower. It's why flashcards like Anki work so well. Principle 3. Mix it up. Don't practice the same kind of problem 10 times in a row. Mix topics. That's called interleaving. And it makes exam day easier because your brain learns to choose the right method for the right problem. It feels messier. That's good. Principle 4. Elaborate. Ask why, how, and what if. Don't just memorize definitions. Connect ideas. Why does this formula work? How does this concept relate to the last chapter? What if the condition changes? Elaboration builds understanding. Principle 5. Dual code it. Pair words with visuals. Sketch diagrams, timelines, concept maps. Even rough stick figures work. Your brain remembers images plus words better than words alone. If you build your study around those 5, you win. Now, let's turn them into a daily routine you can actually follow. Step 1. Create your study blocks. Aim for 2 focused blocks per day on heavy days, 1 block on lighter days. A block can be 25 to 30 minutes if you're starting out, or 45 to 50 minutes if you've trained your focus. Take a 5 to 10 minute break between blocks. That break is not for TikTok. It's for water, stretching, a quick walk, or staring out the window like a philosopher.
Step 2. Make the study loop. Preview for 2 minutes. Scan headings, bold terms, and summaries so your brain knows what's coming. Learn for 20 to 30 minutes. Read actively or watch the lecture, but keep your pen moving. Ask questions in the margins. Don't copy blindly. Retrieve for 3 to 5 minutes. Close everything. Write or say what you remember, fill the gaps from memory first, then check the text. Make one flashcard per key idea or one question per page, not 10, one or two that matter. Schedule your next review. Put it on a calendar. Day 1, Day 3, Day 7, Day 14. If you can't schedule it, you won't remember it. Step 3. Block your phone. Seriously. Airplane mode during study blocks. If you must use the internet for studying, create a separate profile or browser with only the tabs you need. Use site blockers if you have to. Your attention is expensive. Protect it. Step 4. Build a weekly map. Sunday night or Monday morning, lay out your week. For each class, what's due? What topics are being covered? When will you do your retrieval sessions? When will you do at least one mixed past paper style practice? Then time block. If it's not on the calendar, it's probably not happening. But be realistic. A busy schedule will beat your motivation every day. Plan small wins. Let's talk about notes. The goal of notes is to create test-ready prompts, not a scrapbook. Try this approach. During learning, write questions in the margin, like how does X cause Y, or what are the steps of Z? Underneath, write short answers in your own words. Sketch simple diagrams as you go. After learning, turn bold headings or concepts into flashcards. Summarize on one page as if you were teaching a friend who missed class. Mark anything you couldn't explain in your own words. That's your next focus. For math and science, notes are not just words, they're worked examples. For every new type of problem, write a model solution with clear steps. Then, and this is key, make an error log. Every time you get a problem wrong, write what you did, why it was wrong, the corrected reasoning, and how you'll spot that mistake next time. Review that error log before you practice again. Most improvement comes from eliminating repeating mistakes. For reading-heavy subjects, before reading, preview the structure. Read the introductions and conclusions first. While reading, stop at the end of each section to paraphrase the main point in 1 or 2 sentences. Put a star next to anything that supports or contradicts the author's thesis. After reading, make a concept map of the chapter, then write 3 questions someone could ask you in an oral exam. When studying for essays, practice outlines. Set a timer for 10 minutes and outline an answer without notes. If you can outline it, you can write it. For languages, use an SRS like Anki for vocabulary, but add example sentences, audio, and an image whenever possible. Memorize in context. Speak daily. Shadow native audio for 5 to 10 minutes. Repeat out loud, mirror the rhythm. Write tiny daily notes or diary entries and get feedback if you can. Language lives in your mouth and on paper, not just in your head. Let's fix lectures and classes. Here's a simple rhythm. Before class, skim the slides or chapter. Write 3 questions you want answered. During class, note only key definitions, steps, and examples. Don't try to transcript the lecture. Right after class, take 2 minutes to write the 3 biggest takeaways and 1 muddiest point. That 2-minute post-class reflection is gold. Within 24 hours, do a quick retrieval session on the new material. It locks it in. Then add it to your spaced review schedule. Now, let's handle the real enemy, procrastination. We don't procrastinate because we're lazy. We procrastinate because the task feels too big, too vague, or too boring. So we make it small, specific, and slightly more interesting. Use the 2-minute rule. Commit to just 2 minutes. Open the book, write 1 heading, answer 1 flashcard. Momentum is everything. Use a 5-minute prep sprint. Set a timer and spend 5 minutes gathering everything you need. Water, notes, pen, past papers. No thinking, just set up. The brain resists starting, not continuing. Use temptation bundling. Pair a boring task with something pleasant. Lo-fi playlist only during study. Favorite tea only during math. Save the new playlist for your next revision session. Remove friction. Keep your materials visible and ready. If your desk is a black hole, your study will be too. Energy matters. You can't outstudy bad sleep. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. Memory consolidation happens while you're asleep. If you're studying late into the night, stop earlier and sleep. Your brain needs it. Get sunlight in the morning if you can. It helps your circadian rhythm. Drink water. Dehydration lowers focus. Simple fix. Move your body daily. A short walk improves retention more than another set of highlights will. Eat real food. Big sugary snacks give you spikes and crashes. Go for slow energy. Let's talk subject-specific tactics in more detail. Math and problem-heavy subjects. Learn by doing, not watching. For each new technique, watch one example, then close it and solve a fresh problem immediately. Use spaced problem sets. Day 0, learn. Day 1, short set. Day 3, mixed set. Day 7, timed set. Day 14, past paper. Mix topics. Don't do 20 derivative problems in a row. Mix derivatives, integrals, and limits. It will feel harder. That's good. Make your error log and review it before every session. Science with conceptual and memorization components. Build concept maps. Show relationships between ideas. Use Feynman technique. Explain the concept to a friend or to your wall in simple language. Where you hesitate, study more. Create cause and effect chains. If A happens, then B because C. Combine flashcards with definitions with diagrams you redraw for memory. Reading heavy subjects like history, literature, psychology. Turn readings into arguments. What is the author claiming? What evidence supports it? What can be critiqued? Practice mini essays. 10-minute outlines, then 15-minute paragraphs. It adds up fast. Use quotes sparingly, but memorably. Make flashcards with the quote on one side and context plus significance on the other. Languages. Keep it daily. 5-minute speaking, 5-minute listening, 10 minutes SRS. Daily beats occasional marathons. Learn collocations, not just single words. It's not just take and decision, it's make a decision. Memorize in chunks. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing out loud. It's weird. It works. Now, tech tools. Use what works, not what's trendy. Flashcards, Anki, Quizlet, or Remnote. Keep cards simple. One fact per card or a short prompt and answer. Note-taking. Obsidian or Notion if you like digital, a binder if you like paper. The tool matters less than the system. Review your notes on a schedule. Focus. Forest app, Focus to Do, or Cold Turkey Blocker. Short-term pain, long-term grades. Calendar. Google Calendar or paper planner. Schedule your reviews. Let's put everything together into a daily plan you can start today. Here's a template. Morning block, 45 minutes. 2 minutes preview. 30 minutes focused learning. 5 minutes retrieval. 5 minutes make flashcards or one-page summary. 3 minutes schedule reviews. Afternoon block, 45 minutes. 5 minutes review error log or last summary. 30 minutes mixed practice or past papers. 5 minutes timed retrieval without notes. 5 minutes check answers and update error log. Evening micro review, 10 minutes. Run through 10 flashcards or reread your own summary out loud. Close eyes, retrieve the 3 key points from the day. One more thing. What if you have a job or family responsibilities? You can still win with micro sessions. Commute time, audio notes or flashcards. Lunch break, 1 10-minute retrieval. Before bed, 5 minutes of flashcards. Weekends, 1 longer block plus a weekly review. Let's talk about burnout. If you're doing everything right and still feel fried, it's usually because the system is too tight or too vague. Tighten. Define success for each session in one sentence. Today's win is outline chapter 3 in my own words and make 5 flashcards. Loosen. Schedule inviolable breaks. A real break is when you plan and protect. Go outside. Laugh. Be a human. What about motivation? Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Do the 2-minute start. Count sessions, not hours, and tick them off. Track streaks if that helps you, but don't let a broken streak break your momentum. No 0 days. Even 5 minutes counts. Let's quickly hit exam strategy. 2 to 3 weeks out, shift to heavy retrieval, mixed practice in past papers under time pressure. 1 week out, daily timed sets, then short review of the weakest topics from your error log. 2 days out,
Light practice, sleep well, make your exam kit. Exam morning, do a warm-up. 1 or 2 easy problems or flashcards. Never go in cold. In the exam, quick scan, mark the ones you can do fast. Start with your strengths. If stuck, write down what you know. For multiple choice, eliminate wrong answers first, then choose. Show work where possible for partial credit. Save a couple minutes at the end to check for silly errors. All right, I want to give you a 7-day kickstart plan. Follow this and message me in a week with how it went. Day 1, reset and map. List your subjects, the topics left, and key dates. For each subject, write 1 sentence on what good looks like for the next 2 weeks. Schedule your next 4 review sessions for each subject. Day 2, build your memory engine. Learn 1 chunk from each subject. Do a retrieval after each. Make 5 flashcards per subject, no more. Keep them high quality. Day 3, practice day. Do 1 mixed practice set for your hardest subject. Start an error log if you don't have one. Review day 1's flashcards. Day 4, teach day. Explain yesterday's topic out loud as if teaching a friend. Record yourself if you can and listen back to the gaps. Schedule your day 7 and day 14 reviews. Day 5, past paper. Do a past paper or time set under realistic conditions. Analyze, not agonize. What went wrong and why? Day 6, consolidate. Review your error log. Update weak areas with targeted practice. Review all flashcards created this week. Day 7, rest and reflect. Light review only. Write down what worked, what didn't, and 1 tweak for next week. Reset your schedule for the coming week. If you only took 3 ideas from this video, take these. Retrieval beats rereading. Test yourself constantly. Space your study. Short sessions, repeated over time. Mix practice and learn to love that slightly uncomfortable feeling. That's your brain getting stronger. Before we wrap, I want to address 1 myth. You've probably heard people say, "I'm a visual learner," or "I can only learn by listening." Preference is real, but the research shows that matching instruction to a supposed learning style doesn't improve results. What works is using the right method for the content and using multiple representations. Draw it, say it, write it, practice it. That's how you build real, flexible understanding. And if you're thinking, "I've tried systems before and they didn't stick," that's okay. Systems fail when they're too complicated or too perfect. Make this one stupidly simple. 2 blocks, 1 review, every day. That's it. Add complexity only after you've built the habit. One last tip that changed everything for me: set a study cue. For me, it's the same playlist, same seat, same cup. After a week, my brain associates that cue with focus. Make your own ritual. It matters. You've got this, not because you're magically motivated, but because you're going to design studying so that it works with your brain, not against it. If this helped, hit like, share it with someone who needs a study reset, and subscribe to EDUx Talks for more deep and practical guides like this. Comment with the subject you're tackling next, and I'll reply with a mini plan you can follow this week. Thanks for watching EDUx Talks. Now close this video, set a 2-minute timer, and start your first retrieval. Future you is going to be very proud.